Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. I'm Christine and we are back in the recently redecorated studio to talk about Aunt Lily's tarot deck. Now, Aunt Lily's tarot deck is not a deck that you're going to be able to find in just any store. I was able to find this at Your Enchanted Crystal in Maryville, Illinois, which is in the greater St. Louis area. And Claire Lilly, the artist and author of this deck, is a local tarot reader to St. Louis. And so, as we'll see, there's some interesting local themes in this deck. No, there is not a big arch in the deck, if you were wondering. It's not there. So Aunt Lily created this for her niece, hence the name Aunt Lily. Her 11-year-old niece was interested in learning tarot, and she was, talking to Claire Lilly, the author, about learning, and Aunt Lily was struggling to find an appropriate deck for an 11-year-old that wasn't too dark, it wasn't too fringe, and so they decided to work on making a deck together. So let's go ahead and dig into the cards. All right, so the deck comes in this box, and it is available online at clarelily.com. It is a limited edition deck. She only had 1,000 of these printed, so this is certainly a good one for collectors if you're looking for something unique. All right, so you get a nice two-piece box here, sturdy cardboard. The back design of the cards is such that you can do reversals or upright, depending on how you like to read cards. It is a 78 card deck. The cards are 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, or roughly 7 by 12 centimeters. And it comes in 4 suits. So you have 22 major arcana. You've got Fool through World, and there's some nice little changes in her major arcana. We'll go over those in detail in a moment. But now you have Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. So very standard in the Rider-Waite-Smith type. What this does not have is a book to go with it. What she included here is a little bit of an author biography here, a little bit about how to do timing, a little bit on journaling, on starting to learn, Celtic cross spread, 3-card spread, and then her information. I will post her website in the description box below. It does come with a QR code. The web link, Aunt Lily's Tarot, is not active anymore. So I don't trust QR codes, and I have not checked that out for you. And I won't, because I don't trust QR codes. So let's go ahead and look at the cards. So looking at the cards, beginning with the Fool and the major arcana, these are computer-generated design, and the concept was developed by Claire Lilly, but she cites on her website somebody by the name of Maria as the actual executor, the artist executor, we'll use a Crowley term there, of the cards. So we have the Fool with her little dog. Now, I have heard from the owner of Your Enchanted Crystal, who's talked to the artist, the magician, it's kind of a Harry Potter thing going on here a little bit, that she took photos and different things of people she knew, friends of her niece and of her niece herself, and incorporated that as the characters in the card. Here, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers. It's almost kind of like a West Side Story thing going on there, like that. The Chariot, Strength. Now this is one of the things that I see as kind of a local St. Louis thing. We have some really incredible children's hospitals in our town. So Strength, the Hermit, The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged One. Transformation. So this is card 13, which is normally death in most decks. This is transformation here. You've got the caterpillar going to pupa stage into a butterfly. Temperance. Yeah. The Fallen Angel replaces the devil in this deck. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Now, the Sun is indeed card 19, but in the printing of this deck, the first XIX didn't make it in there, but it is card 19. There is not 2 9s. Awakening replaces Judgment and the World. Moving on to the Suit of Wands. The Ace of Wands. 2, 3, and you'll notice the fire suit here of wands all have an orange background. 4. It's a nice modern contemporary deck. 5. 6, I think this is a little bit of a tribute to one of our local heroes, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, who was an Olympic athlete, track and field, back in the 80s. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 9. 10. Page of Wands. Knight. Queen. And the King of Wands. Next are the cups. You'll notice, I love that this is a modern day coffee house cup, paper cup. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Page. Knight. Queen. And the King of Cups. Next up, swords. Beginning with the Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. And the King. Finally, to the Pentacles, beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, page, knight. A lot of agriculture in this particular area on this side of the river, so I think that's a nice tribute to that. Queen and the king. So all in all, this is a really fabulous deck. The only drawback I have for this deck is that it does not come with a booklet. You do get the, if you order online, you do get a download code and you can download a book. So one does exist, but since I bought this in store, I don't have a download code. And like I said, I don't particularly trust QR codes. So I'm pretty familiar with tarot. It does not look like there's any additional symbology that would be strange to anybody who's familiar with Rider-Waite-Smith decks. So you can just pick this up and just go. It is designed for anybody from beginner to experienced. And it's got this real fun contemporary feel. And like I said, it's a limited edition, good for collecting. And the cardstock itself is really nice and thick. You get a nice, actually, let me go sideways with it. You get a nice ripple out of them. So I certainly do give this deck a yes. I am glad that I was able to pick up a copy of it. And I'm going to follow this video up with a reading using Aunt Lily's deck. So I hope that you will join me in that video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.